Good morning. Welcome to the Wichita Police Department Interwatch. Monday, November the 6th. New week. I have 3 cases that we're going to cover today. An aggravated battery that occurred last night about 8 p.m. in East Lincoln, the area of East Lincoln. A robbery of a commercial house at the Sonic, 8600 West Maple. Cover that. Occurred last night about 10:45, and then also the shooting that occurred last night in 2800 South Hydraulic. Still an active case, but I'll give some information out on that case as well this morning. First case, again, the aggravated battery firearms, 4900 East Lincoln, case number 76260. Occurred about 8 o'clock last night. Sunday, November 5th at approximately 8 p.m., officers were dispatched or responded to a shooting call where an injured party was driven to Wesley Hospital for medical treatment. Upon arrival, officers made contact with a 20-year-old male who had a single gunshot wound to his chest. Inside of the vehicle, there were 3 other adults and also an infant child. Through the investigation, it was learned that the adults had went to the apartments in the 4900 block of East Lincoln to possibly be involved in a drug transaction when 2 unknown suspects began shooting and striking the 20-year-old male once and the vehicle multiple times. Officers did locate multiple shell casings, multiple vehicles with damage, and also one building with gunshot damage as well. We are asking if anyone has any information on this case to please call Crime Stoppers, 267-2111. Descriptions I have of the individuals that were the shooters at this point is the first one's an unknown black male in his 20s, 6'2", 130 to 160 pounds, was wearing a black hoodie and had a black handgun. And the second suspect, just described as an unknown black male at this time.
Was the infant in the building when shots were fired?
In the vehicle.
In the vehicle?
Mm-hmm.
So these people were in the vehicle, gunshots were fired outside somewhere?
Right.
And this was on East Lincoln?
Yeah, and those are in the apartment complex over on East Lincoln, correct.
So just to clarify,
Sure.
the car was targeted.
Yeah, this possibility involving some type of drug transaction. There was this vehicle with the victim, with the male that had the gunshot wound to his chest, along with 3 other adults and a infant child. They had went to that location to possibly be involved in a drug transaction. During the course of their time there was these 2 individuals that we have reported right now that had fired shots at the vehicle, striking it multiple times. There was multiple vehicles struck, and also the building struck. And then this one individual was shot 1 time in the chest.
No exchange of gunfire, though?
We're still investigating the circumstance of all the occurrences of what happened exactly.
How old is the child?
Under 1.
The actual shooting, did it come from one of the apartments, or was it from
These
the
two males are reported right now as being involved in as the shooters.
But was it an apartment where the shots were
No,
fired?
and they were in the vehicle.
They were in a vehicle too.
They came up to the vehicle. There was the victim, 3 other adults, and an infant in this vehicle. That vehicle was shot multiple times. Again, still very active case. Now, did the victim step out of that vehicle? And then I don't have that information, but it occurred outside because there's multiple vehicles that had damage. There was the one building that had been shot, so it occurred in the parking lot or outside that apartment complex area somewhere.
And they took the victim to the hospital themselves?
There was 3 other I wouldn't say males, 3 other adults and the infant in that vehicle. They're the ones that transported that victim.
Breakdown of males and females in it?
I don't have that.
Okay.
You have the victim's age?
20.
And did you say you know where in the vehicle the victim was?
I know. And we're still investigating that. Was he still seated in the vehicle when it happened? Was he? I don't know. We're still working on that.
And do you know, just based on the damage that you guys have seen, how many shots were possibly fired?
I don't want to speculate on an approximate number, but they will definitely be checking shell casings and trying to locate that.
Suspects leave on foot, or were they seen getting in a car? Do we know?
I don't have any information as far as that. They left and took, and when we responded initially to the hospital where they had taken the victim, the 20-year-old that had been shot in the chest, and we were able to get information from there, which led us to the scene over on East Lincoln.
Are you investigating possibility of child endangerment charges?
We're
There's
still
a
investigating the
drug
case.
deal involved.
We're still investigating the case, totally, yeah.
No, haven't been taken into protective custody yet.
No, not at this time.
What time did you say this happened?
About 8 o'clock last night, approximately. All right, covered the aggravated robbery of commercial houses happened at Sonic last night about 10:45. Case number 76292. Sunday, November 5th, about 10:45, approximately 10:45, officers were dispatched to an armed robbery at the Sonic in the 8600 block of West Maple. When officers arrived, they made contact with a 30-year-old male employee who stated that an unknown suspect had entered the business, pointed a handgun at another 20-year-old male employee, and was demanding money. Money was given to the suspect, who then fled the scene. There were no injuries reported, fortunately, in this case, and we're asking if anybody has any additional information to please call us. WPD Detectives 268-4407 or Crime Stoppers 267-2111. Suspect's going to be an unknown white male, 6 foot, 280 pounds. He had a gray hat, black jacket, gray hoodie, black scarf, light blue jeans, and was wearing black shoes.
Sorry, can you say the name or the age of the employee that the gun was pointed at?
20. All right, just a little information on the shooting that occurred last night on South Hydraulic. Again, it's still a very active case. At this time, we're continuing to investigate the circumstances of this incident. Case number is going to be 76238. Occurred about 5:45 last night. There was a 19-year-old male victim who was at a cell phone business in the area of 2800 South Hydraulic and was paying a bill. As this victim was leaving in his vehicle, which was a green Pontiac four-door, a 16-year-old male suspect fired several shots at his vehicle. The victim received a serious gunshot wound and was transported to a local hospital where he still remains in critical condition. We are looking for a second male who was in the victim's vehicle at the time of the shooting, and we're asking if any person has any information on this person's identity or the whereabouts of the suspect or suspect vehicle. They are encouraged to contact Wichita Police Department detectives, again at 268-4407, or Crime Stoppers at 267-2111.
The second man that was in the victim's vehicle took off.
Right, we're still trying to locate this individual. So if anybody has any information on who that is or the whereabouts of that individual, please call us.
Do you have a make of car and a car tag number that you might
As far as the suspect vehicle,
yes.
what I have here is a silver four-door Lexus SUV. That's what I have at this point.
And as far as the 16-year-old and the 19-year-old, do you know how they knew each other at all?
I don't have any type of, if there's any relation or acquaintance there or not. I don't have that information.
See, one gunshot wound.
I don't know if it's one or multiple, but he had a serious gunshot wound to the upper body area. Mm-hmm.
Charlie, is there any surveillance video in that area that might be able to help you?
Investigators are looking into that and looking at surveillance video they've obtained already.
So
You said upper bottom,
sorry, does somebody know who this suspect is, if there was an age determined?
We're working all the different, this is the information that we have right now. We're still working to get all the information together. We're just asking if anybody knows, has any information further on the case to please call us.
So was this the 19-year-old targeted by the 16-year-old?
And again, we're still very active. It'd be premature for me to say that at this point.
and I think we had initially reported he was shot in the head. Can you confirm that?
Right now, the investigators just asked me to put out he was shot in the upper body.
What caliber do we know?
I don't have that information.
So how exactly do we know that the suspect is 16?
Through our investigations, we believe that this suspect is 16, and we're trying to contact this individual. So we're asking if anybody has any information to please call us.
Had he been in the store also?
I don't know if he'd been in the store or not. Anything else? All right, appreciate everybody.
I do have one
Oh,
more thing. I don't know if you have any information on
Sure.
the the young woman that was struck by a train,
Sure. Mm-hmm.
do we know what the ruling is?
Yeah, through our investigation, we have concluded that it was a suicide involved in the train pedestrian accident. I believe Friday, was it Friday or Saturday? Friday evening.
Friday night, Saturday.
So through our investigation, we have concluded that at this time. Anything else? All right. Thank you very much.